YouTube, what's going on? It's Jamar here, Vegas Sense. Another video here. This one is just going to be a really quick review and sort of comparison video also of Scentual Obsessions, one of their newer fragrances, and it's Aventus Cologne Intense. All right, so Aventus Cologne Intense is basically their version of Aventus Cologne. And what Kevin basically did was he went ahead and mixed that with a Tom Ford fragrance, Tom Ford Mandarino Diamalfi, I believe is what it's called. So what I'm going to do here is I'm basically just going to first start off by spraying both of these on a card and just sort of giving a side-by-side comparison between the two. All right. So that's the Aventus Cologne Intense and the Aventus Cologne. Okay. So when you first spray these on, just comparing like the opening sprays of both of these. They do smell almost the same, I would say. Like the differences between these are really minimal when you first spray these on. I would say the main difference though is in the Aventus Cologne Intense, you get like a much, I would say, louder, more intense Mandarin note. And it's almost kind of like a sweet and sour type Mandarin smell, I would say. Now, for most people that enjoy Aventus Cologne, the main part of that fragrance that most people love is the Mandarin note in that fragrance. That's what sets it apart from its counterpart, Aventus. So I can definitely see what Kevin was trying to do with this particular fragrance. He was basically trying to take that Mandarin part that everybody loves and just basically put it front and center with this particular blend or formulation. And again, the differences really in smell, I would say, to my nose, they're not really that different. I don't know how much of the Tom Ford Mandarino Diamalfi or whatever, he put in this particular fragrance, but I mean, from what I can smell, it doesn't really seem like it's that much. Because again, the differences are not really like night and day from what I can tell. Now, the main thing that I noticed with the Aventus Cologne Intense is that I would say this projects a bit louder, and I tend not to go as nose blind to the Aventus Cologne Intense as I do to Aventus Cologne. And that's not just with, his interpretation of it. I mean, that was also with, the original Aventus Cologne as well. I did have a bottle of that that I just recently sold, and I mean, I did go nose blind to that scent probably within the first hour and a half, 2 hours or so, but I could always smell it on me and smell that it was still there. This though, the Aventus Cologne Intense, the way this behaves is I'm able to smell this on me like, I would say probably 4 to 6 hours later. So I mean, the projection on this is definitely a lot longer. I would say projection on this fragrance is probably around like the 3 to 4 hour mark. With Aventus Cologne, the original, I would say the projection on this is more like, I would say maybe an hour and a half max is pretty much what you get out of it when it comes to projection. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, these two are pretty much the same scent. So really what I would probably recommend that most people do is I would recommend most people, if you don't own either one of these, I would recommend that you just basically pick up the Aventus Cologne Intense, because it does perform a little bit better. I mean, longevity on both of them are really good, in my opinion. You know, even the Aventus Cologne, I still can get through a full workday wearing that particular fragrance. So that's easily like a 9 to 10 hour plus fragrance. But the Aventus Cologne Intense, you smell it a lot stronger for a lot longer. So, I mean, I would say, I believe they're both the same price. I think it would probably make sense for anybody that's looking for this type of scent to just go ahead and get the Aventus Cologne Intense, and I think, you know, you'll be really happy with it. All right, so just the overall rating, I mean, I would have to give it a 9 out of 10. I do enjoy the scent overall of Aventus Cologne, and like I said, this one is definitely a lot stronger, and it lasts, well, it doesn't last longer, but it basically, it projects, I would say, for a lot longer than the original Aventus. All right, so overall, like I said, 9 out of 10. Check it out, Scentual Obsessions perfume.com. Also, use my discount code Vegas5 to get 5% off anything over $25. All right, so that's Jamar here, Vegas Scents. I'll see you on the next video.